I'm about to time travel through virtual reality with Vikings. But
is this the future of tourism, where technology replaces real places? And will it be a Nordic nightmare, or actually worth a visit? Viking culture is a main attraction here in Waterford. The grandson of Ivar the Boneless founded this city over 1,000 years ago, and there's plenty of physical history that still remains.
But the most immersive experience might be a modern one. For €10, you get a 30-minute VR adventure on the Viking era of Waterford.
I don't know if it captures the same feeling as walking through ancient ruins, but there is an effort to combine real history with digital worlds.
The experience happens inside the remains of a 13th century Franciscan friary, where carpenters handcrafted a replica Viking house.
It's so historically accurate, the staff runs into the same problems as the Vikings did, like birds stealing pieces of the roof and water seeping through the corners of the ceiling. Speaking of authentic, Waterford has its own legally protected bread you're not allowed to make. If you want to know how it tastes, I made a video all about that, first link in the description. Now, back to VR Vikings.
First, we matched our height to historical Viking events using this vertical calendar. I got a Norse warship attack, and my partner got the opposite, with sea raids on the decline. Then the journey started. We were guided through the rain to the replica house. Inside were beds with fur blankets to sit on, each one separated by a virtual reality headset. After a short introduction by our guide, the experience began.
That was really cool. I really liked that. I was just like, whoa, like I kept looking around. I just kept jumping at some of the things. Like I felt so immersed.
What broke my immersion was you, because we're all seeing the same thing, right? When something comes into frame directly at us, I can literally hear you be like, like flinch out of the way of something.
I jump. It's scary.
Oh my God. I will say, I think the music they picked was good.
Music was great.
I like the environments they designed. It kind of felt like a moving diorama, especially this one part where longboats crisscrossed in front of us as we flew across the river towards Reginald's Tower. Having seen that building in real life made me want to lean and look around it, but there's certain ways you're not allowed to move during the experience, because I tried to like bob and weave diagonally during it and immediately got motion sickness. Because it's a fixed point of view in the VR experience. That means when you do pivot, everything kind of stretches back and forth like it's tied to an elastic band. Another issue was, where should I be looking? One of the hardest things to do in VR, I think, is guiding the viewer's eye, because you naturally can look in any direction. You have that freedom. So when you want them to look in a particular place, it's really smart to have ships or men or fires or other elements moving towards one central focus point so that you're never not looking anywhere else for too long. But sometimes I missed what happened just from looking elsewhere. Lastly, as my first experience in VR, I expected something more interactive, like sitting at a campfire with villagers or having the replica house be attacked as we watch Vikings fight or something.
Don't get me wrong, I left this event excited. The future of VR tourism has so much potential. One idea is entering old historical places we can't access because of preservation. In VR, we could go inside without damaging anything.
For now, it feels like more of an experiment, but if you like new technologies and more guided experiences, then I'd say King of the Vikings is probably worth a visit. But I'm not in Ireland anymore. Can you guess where I am? Comment below. I'll give you a hint.